Hi there, folks. Keith Schweigert here from lanksports.com with your 2-minute drill for Friday night's LL League Section 1 game between Cedar Crest and McCaskey, which is set to kick off at 7 p.m. at McCaskey. Boy, it's been a long, disappointing season for the Red Tornado. They're suffering through the longest losing streak in school history. The slide's up to 18 games now after last week's 18-8 loss to Warwick. They're 0-7 overall this season, 0-4 in Section 1 play, and there's nothing really to play for them but pride at this point. Things are better for Cedar Crest, but not by much. Falcons are 2-5 overall. They're also 0-4 in section play, and last week they dropped the 23-18 decision to Hempfield for their fourth straight loss. Cedar Crest season seemed to peak in Week 3 when they somehow upset Section 2 title contender Conestoga Valley 24-21. Since then, it's been all downhill for the Falcons. The only good thing you could say for either of these teams at this point is that they've been competitive in most of their games all season long. McCaskey has led in 6 out of its 7 games, but it always seems to fall apart for the Red Tornado in the second half. Cedar Crest has only really been blown out once when Wilson pasted them 31-0 2 weeks ago. They've been in every other game besides that, so they're a pretty competitive team in spite of their record. McCaskey has to be aching for a victory here. Can the Tornado pull it off? Sure, it's a winnable game. But McCaskey's going to have to do a lot of things better, and they're going to have to do it for 4 quarters as opposed to 1 half. That's been the plague for them this year. Their game plan is going to be to get the option game going with quarterback Adrian Westbrook and running back Markeith Williams, who leads the team with 678 rushing yards and 8 scores. Westbrook has rushed for 303 yards in that option, and he's passed for 439, but McCaskey really doesn't look to throw the ball a whole lot with him under center. Cedar Crest strategy, they got to get their ground game going with Charles Kramer, their running back. He leads the team with 542 rushing yards. He's also leading the team in receiving, but Cedar Crest really doesn't pass the ball a whole lot either. So it's going to come down to defense, and boy, these are two of the worst. These are the two worst defenses in Section 1. McCaskey allows 311 yards per game, while Cedar Crest gives up 338. So both teams should be able to move the ball here. Will McCaskey finally get that elusive first win for Coach David Gibbon, or will Cedar Crest extend the losing streak for another week? I'm leaning toward the Falcons here, but we'll find out on Friday night.